We've arrived at the heart of this journey. Everything you've learned so far, the anatomy, the breath, the growing awareness of your own body converges right here. This chapter is where you learn to do Kegels the way they were meant to be done. Not blindly, not in a rush, but with rhythm, intention, and a progression that honors your own pace. Before we begin, an honest word. Kegel exercises are solidly proven. Decades of clinical research confirm that regular pelvic floor training improves bladder control, supports sexual health, and reduces certain symptoms linked to muscular weakness. But solidly proven doesn't mean works the same way for everyone. If you experience chronic pelvic pain, have a diagnosed prolapse, or have been through events that affected that part of your body, a difficult birth, surgery, an injury, please pause and speak with a pelvic floor physiotherapist before continuing. This isn't a legal disclaimer. It's simply that your path may need a personalized guide, and you deserve one. With that said, let's begin. Find a comfortable position. You can lie on your back with your knees bent, sit in a chair with your spine long but not stiff, or stand with your feet roughly hip-width apart. There's no single correct position. The right one is whatever lets you feel your pelvic floor without unnecessarily tensing your abdomen, your glutes, or your thighs. Breathe naturally. Don't hold your breath. It's one of the most common mistakes people make, and it makes the exercise both less effective and more exhausting. The first phase is the basic contraction. Bring your attention to the muscles you'd use to stop the flow of urine. Just locate them, don't contract them yet. Now slowly contract, as though you're gently lifting something upward from the inside. Hold for 3 seconds, then release just as slowly over 3 seconds. The release is every bit as important as the contraction. Many people squeeze well but never let go completely, and that prevents the muscle from recovering properly. Repeat 10 times. That's one set. Take a full minute to rest, breathe, then repeat the set. In your first week, stop at 2 sets a day. No more. I know that sounds like very little, but the pelvic floor is a muscle. Like any other, it needs time to adapt. Starting too fast is the most reliable way to arrive at fatigue or worse, to build chronic tension instead of the strength you're after. From the second week onwards, you can extend the hold. Move from 3 seconds up to 5 with 5 seconds of release. 3 sets a day. You'll notice the sensation shifting. At first, the muscle may have felt almost absent, as though it barely responded. Now it begins to answer more precisely, more deliberately. Around weeks 3 and 4, when you feel ready, add something new, fast contractions. After your slow sets, perform 10 quick ones, squeeze and release within about 1 second without holding. These recruit the fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones that engage in sudden moments. A sneeze, a laugh, an unexpected movement. The scientific literature refers to these as type 2 contractions, and training them is considered promising for improving control during sudden exertion, though the evidence is still growing, and results vary considerably from person to person. One point worth underscoring: there's no magic number of repetitions. You'll find sources recommending 30 a day, others suggesting 100. The truth is that quality outweighs quantity. One contraction performed with full awareness, complete release, and no compensation patterns is worth more than 10 done distractedly while scrolling through your phone. That awareness is the real art of the Kegel. It's also worth knowing that the pelvic floor never works alone. During a contraction, you may feel a faint engagement in the deep abdominal muscles, specifically the transverse abdominis. This is normal, even desirable. These muscles are designed to work together. What you want to avoid is recruiting the large surface muscles, glutes and inner thighs. If you feel them gripping, stop, release everything and start again more gently. Something many people don't expect: Kegel exercises aren't only for women. In men, pelvic floor training is studied and recommended for supporting continence after prostate surgery, for improving erectile function, and in some cases for addressing premature ejaculation. The underlying mechanisms are similar even though the anatomy differs. And here too, for specific conditions, guidance from a healthcare professional remains essential. Close every session with a moment of conscious release. Let everything go, no contraction, no tension, and simply feel the pelvic floor at rest. This sense of zero is a valuable reference point. It helps you recognize throughout the day when you might be holding unconscious tension in that area without realizing it. You now have the tools to practice with intention. In the next chapter, we'll explore how the diaphragm and the pelvic floor are in constant conversation with each other, and how learning to listen to that dialogue can take your practice somewhere deeper still.